Hi friends, I'm Felicia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my December / end of the year reading plans. Can't believe there's only 1 month left in the year. Like, this is craziness. Where did 2018 go? So I really want to start 2019 off with a clean slate, and I don't want to have any currently reading books, which is kind of a tall order because I have about 7 books on the go. I lost my water cup. It's right here. Yeah, I have about 7 books on the go. And also I do want to have some Christmas books also in December. So I kind of need to get my button gear. The good news is that I'm done Christmas shopping. That's right. I finished on Black Friday, Saturday, which actually wasn't too bad. I went to the malls because, story time, Canada Post was on strike for 5.5 weeks, and it was ridiculous. And so I decided I'm not going to fool around with Canada Post, bunch of jokers, and I'm just going to go buy all of my Christmas presents. So I ordered like maybe 3 things online, and I went and bought the rest, and now I'm done Christmas shopping. I have to go get like one more thing, which I can pick up the day before because it's not a very hard to find thing. But anyways, so I basically have December. December should actually be quite relaxed, I think, maybe. Our family gatherings and work parties are all kind of spread out. So I do have a lot of time for reading. But yeah, so I'm just going to talk to you now about my reading plans and what I'm currently reading and what I'm trying to finish before the end of the year. So we'll start in order of date started. So this is kind of sad. This is The Four Loves by C.S. Lewis. I started reading this on my birthday, or around my birthday in May. So I've been reading this book for 6-7 months. Yeah, 7 months, which is pathetic. And I'm only on page 54 out of 170. And like I've read this before when I was in high school, and I wanted to read it again, and I need to finish this before the end of the year. Like, it's such a small book. It's not hard to read. C.S. Lewis isn't hard to read. You just have to think about what he's saying. But I mean, I am enjoying it, so I just need to sit down and finish it. And I think maybe my strategy is I can't decide if I should pick an order of how to finish them, or if just pick up whatever is striking my fancy in the moment. I don't know. But I kind of want to finish that one first because I've been reading it for the longest. The next book that I have is English Poems of the 20th Century. This is a random book I bought at the thrift store, and Christopher picked it off of my TBR shelf for me to read during the summer. I had him pick several books off of my TBR shelf, and this was one of them. And I mean, it's poetry, so you can't like sit down and read tons and tons of it. And I mean, some of the poets in here are good. Like, I'm reading Yeats and Emily Dickinson, and there's E. Cummings, and like there's W.H. Auden. Like, there's people I've heard of in here, but it's kind of random. Oh, Ezra Pound. Okay, but yeah, like, I don't know why it's taking me so long to like actually sit down and read this. So I need to like read a few poems every day, and then I think I might finish it by the end of the year. So we'll see. Surprisingly, this behemoth I am like enjoying the most, and am like the most percentage through, and that's The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. And I am on chapter 83, which is that far out. Chapter 83 out of 117. And I know that because my book club in real life has been reading this for the past few months. We started in August, and we've been reading 20 chapters every month. So I'm a little bit behind, but I know, like, I sit down and read this, and I'll just read like 100 pages in an hour because it's that good. So, and my font is actually very good. Like, it's not small. It's a very readable font, which is great. So I really like this edition. And the story is very engaging, and I'm very much enjoying it. And I have to finish this one by January, because that's when we're meeting again. So, and then we're supposed to be done. So, that's it. That one's getting finished. Then, I've been reading Women of the Word by Jen Wilkin. And again, I'm not super far into this book, but again, it's a very fast read. And it's just a short book. What am I on, page 58 out of 152? Ugh, come on. Jen Wilkin is, in my opinion, she's very, she has a very good perspective of the Bible and its importance in our Christian walk. And I am enjoying this book, but I feel like I really need to sit down and like contemplate and learn from it while I'm reading it. So it's not something that I just want to pick up casually ever, so I haven't been reaching for it very often lately. But yeah, I want to finish all of these books before the end of the year. I'm going to stop saying that. And then I'm reading The Heart of Betrayal by Mary E. Pearson. I mentioned that I reread the first book in October, and I am on page 134 out of 473. So I have a bit of ways to go, but this is a reread for me. Absolutely love these books, and so I'm very, very much wanting to get this one done so then I can immediately start book 3 in January. That's my goal. So yeah, it's a good book. I know I'll finish. Like, I honestly believe that I can finish all of these books. It's just a matter of doing it. And then I have one audiobook. My audiobook that I'm listening to right now is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. That is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. And I read Uprooted last year, 2 years ago. Loved it. So I'm very much enjoying this one too. I love the feeling of it, and this time of year is perfect to read it because it's set in wintertime and it's very wintry right now. And I think I'm 30% through. The thing about Scribd that I hate is that they have no percentage markers. You don't know how far into your book you are. Like, there's nothing like that. It's really stupid. I hate it. So I don't know how far I am. I reserved a physical copy at the library so I can at least see where my progress is. So if I get that soon, before I finish the book, then I'll know. But I guess, like, whatever. I might listen to it a lot this next week at work, so we will see how far I get with that. And then the last book that I have to read is Dr. Proctor's Fart Powder by Joe Nesbo or Yo Nesbo. I'm not sure. He writes like horror books, but then he's also written a children's series. And I got this book for my 8-year-old nephew's Christmas present. I actually bought the 4 books in the series because they were on Book Outlet. And I honestly don't know if he's going to hate them because I don't know if he actually likes reading. Like, I just know him as a Nintendo kid, so I don't know if he actually reads. But his mom put chapter books on the Christmas list for him, so I figure there's fart in the title, so he's going to be interested in it. And I just want to read it to kind of pre-vet it and make sure that it's okay. It's not anything weird. I don't know. I just want to make sure that I'm not giving my nephew weird books and then his parents are going to be mad at me when he reads them. So, but yeah. So I think I could finish this in an hour if I sat down. So I'm not worried about it. I don't know if I'm going to read all of the books or if I'm just going to read the first book just to make sure. But yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I don't really have any specific Christmas books that I want to read, but I do, once I finish Spinning Silver, then I do want to start like some Christmas books on audio. If you have good, contemporary Christmas, that's kind of what I'm in the mood for this time of year. Just contemporary Christmas, light and fluffy, makes me feel good. If you have any story recommendations like that, book recommendations, especially on audio, hit me up, let me know, leave a comment, and let me know how you're doing with your end of the year TBR. Do you feel like you want to start next year off fresh with all new books, or does it not really bother you? Like, it doesn't really bother me, but at the same time, I kind of want to challenge myself. So I won't be upset if I don't finish all these books, but I like to finish as many of them as I can. So that's all that I have for today. So I thank you very much for watching, and until next time, so long, and thanks for all the fish.